Aloha. We've been so busy lately. I haven't had time to really post much. We haven't even been home or up on the North Shore for most of the week for the last month. And it's springtime. Everything's starting to grow. Let's see, soursop over here is trying a couple of second and third one up there. And kaba here has gotten to be 8 feet tall. Fei'is are going into their third fruiting. Our bicolor here is actually putting flowers out already. I think we're only 2 years in the ground. It's the tallest one on the property. It's done the best. This guy here. But it's got them up there. It's got some little flower bud starts. Got kind of wind wreck. We had a big windstorm recently. But these two pods, these guys are ready. I think these are the two finest cacao. I've had one other one earlier, and I don't know, I think it was kind of young, a little bit aborted, but no, these are perfect. The first two perfect ones. And a few other up here going pretty good too. All the cut nuts are getting pretty big. This thing's already reaching 7 feet or something, maybe even 8. I'm expecting flowers soon. All the pepper columns are working out. Took the black pepper a moment. Black pepper seems to be a little temperamental, but if you just set the stage and leave them alone, keep them moist and protected. Oh man, you got crab spiders up in here. There it is. Yucky. Gotta actively work on keeping these things out of the garden, or they'll take the whole place over and you can't walk through without getting webbed. There we go. Yeah. Mommy. Comes back with spider webs all over her face. I just cleaned this mango up. Gonna get a chioti squash. Chioti. He's just a little guy right now, but it's getting going. Now, honestly, I haven't gotten into my beehive in a little bit. I've just been leaving the girls alone. They're doing pretty good. They haven't swarmed off on me yet, so that's good. I gotta get this lilikoi off my chocolate. It's gone all over this pigeon pea and up the cinnamon. Yerba mate is flowering. Coca's flowering. Little mate flower. And then the vanilla draped up over this miracle berry. Hope that's okay. I don't know. Kind of have to hope they work it out. I got a bunch of starts anyway. Yerba mate. Let's see. Let's show you some. Ooh, another spider. See. They're in the garden. I haven't been up here enough lately. See, that's what happens when you're often working. You end up neglecting what you should be doing. Got the stick out. Got these big mammoth sapotes in pots, 2 pots. They need to find a home. My big calabash is doing fine. And of course the Malabar chestnuts are doing their job. They're being really good canopy, really good cover. I obviously have to come in and do a little pruning around town, but my Falco pruners are coming in the mail here soon. It's my jaboticabas from seed. Slow growers, but they're starting to look good in here. And my something up here stunk. Good thing you can't smell on TV. That was gross. Now, this blue grape here, I just got to have some recently, and this is actually not a bad fruit. But what I think is really cool is, like, this is a pretty plant, isn't it? I mean, it's just overall really pretty. The sharp leaves and kind of how it clusters together. It has a, you know, elegant bark. And what I noticed with a couple of trees I've seen before is that they're hedge-like. They're very hedgeable. Oh, and this cacao is going off. I got some blue grapes. I'll do a little episode on them, probably right after this or before this. But look at these guys. Oh my God. I'm guessing they're going to turn yellow because they're silver. That's usually what happens, but they got red blushes to them. But loaded 10 pods, right? Yeah, 10. Unbelievable. First fruiting. Yeah, the blue grape. Isn't that pretty? It's a pretty bush. And this is just getting going. Cacaos and cacaos. Oh my God, look at this spike that thing put up. You turn your back. Oh, you devil, you. I don't know if I can let that happen. I don't like them getting up too freaking high. I have to bend them. Another spider. My nutmegs. The nutmegs are going to be finding homes soon. One big beautiful cinnamon here. Nutmegs are finding homes soon. They're finally getting the trees down enough that we can even risk putting them in without them getting squished. And this durian, oh, look at that beauty. It's already like 9-10 feet tall. 9 feet tall, to be fair, about 9 feet tall and change. Yeah. And it's got a little shoot off the side of it. Who knows what'll happen with that. Maybe I should cut it. I'm not sure. Whew. Sounds and smells stank up here. This is all the cardamom, which I'll admit I've been very delinquent to lately. So there's ripe pods like all over on these things. Ripe pods just laying around everywhere right now. Maybe tomorrow. I'll afford myself some time tomorrow to take care of the garden. Oh, stank. I think it might be my bucket of rock, but it's nearly 2 years old. See, one of my secrets to how these plants grow so great is you give them dead stuff. Rats and chickens, well, rats and mice and all that kind of crap. Oh, maybe it's because it's warm. Yeah, that's the evil bucket right there. It turned pink on the side just from the effluence in there. Oh, it's, yep, mommy. No, that's a stinker. Oh, don't put your nose up against that. It's so gross. All right. Yeah, after a couple of years, the bacteria will null out enough, and then you dilute something like that just a little bit to like your gallons of water for feeding. These are cloves, the syzygiums, and they're already getting to be 7 feet. This one, the other one over here, easy 7. This is exciting. I think in a couple of years I'll be getting flowers on these. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. And all kinds of mess going on in here. I got this one creeping vine, the little purple flowers, and I don't have time. It's almost impossible to keep on top of this shit, and it runs up stuff just like it's doing right here. It wants to go up, lean on things. So everything comes with its challenge, and a lot of this is made to break back, beat it back. You know, just rip it out and drop it right at the base, let it compost in, and just keep amending your topsoil like that. Ooh, another crab spider. Nasty. Oh, and then my peanut butter jelly bush plants kind of surviving. Somewhere in here. Oh yeah, Pulisan. I actually got a Pulisan going. It's supposed to be a partner to it around here. It may not be with us anymore. I don't know. I'll find it later. So I was trying to run over here so I don't make this too long. Lots of inches still mopping up the mango tree. I'm trying to grab my ulu. Marilacoy's trying to grab it. Everybody's trying to grab stuff. But this breadfruit's doing great. I think this is Mafala or something like that. Oh, look at that. Getting another branch up there. A couple of branches. 3 branches. Oh, yeah. This thing's doing wonderful. I think I'll see fruit from that soon, too. Got all the nursery plants, all the miracle berries, the yellow jabotas, and kupawashis, and tangatuba, and All kinds of fun stuff that'll go in later. Another little young durian getting ready. I got the variegated challah, bushing challahs. I got my pineapples coming all below. I got a whole load coming. Yeah, I gotta show you these guys. Pineapples are just starting to flush for me. Springtime flush. So these are those spiny ones from out the Poly, old hippie camp. Look at these things. Beautiful, aren't they? They're so spiny though. They wear like leather and eye protection getting near these things. Wow. But for that same reason, the rats won't eat them and the pigs won't eat them. This is the scented shell ginger. Just had a big flowering of it. This stuff smells fabulous. It smells like calango when you rub the leaves. And then the regular pineapples are starting to throw little pineapples out. And my chop is doing pretty good. Beautiful. It's finally starting to get used to living here with this wet, dry environment. Yeah, and the curry tree's turning into a bush. The yams are starting to come back. The ice cream beans are getting out of control. All the little pineapples starting on these guys. Rescue pineapples came from out of the deep abandoned woods. One of my groomy chamas, Brazilian cherries, is starting to at least a little flower. My other non-variegated groomy. And the jackfruit in there. A whole bed of culantro from all the little volunteer sprouts that came up. Yeah, and you can see how the driveway now is way more open, and there's all that light up there. Oh, it's so cool. One at a time, one at a time. And the Captain Crunch tree is putting some little flowers out. Captain Crunchberry tree is freaking awesome. If you can keep the birds off of it and get to the fruit, you'll be so satisfied. It's guaranteed satisfaction. And we got the carob. I grew these carob from seed. Had a whole bunch of them, only 3 of them went. And they're going to get a special place in here real soon when all this gets tamed in this corner. And this is exciting too. The Ankala, the Borneo avocado. Look at this. Huge leaves. Huge leaves. And the other one I have over here is branched. And we got a big bicolor coming up there. And I got durian and green tea along the bottom here. Some of my citruses are starting to grow, which is great because I could use some citrus. And this is the pandan. So you would use this to wrap mochi or in rice. And I was just reading something like, I don't know if this has an origin or something like that. Like humans have farmed it for so long. Yeah. Oh, and all these pineapples are going off right now. On my last expeditions out in the woods. We got the variegated and non-variegated. The variegated haven't flowered yet, but I bet they will, but they'll just be late. And then the giant lilikoi, which I'm trying to keep down here with me so there's even a chance of getting to eat them. Otherwise they climb up the trees and disappear on you. Dragon fruits are doing good, holding on to a few fruits out already. There's a lot of cassava in here. These little pineapples are going, and it's just starting to make a head. Oh, and this one's just starting to make a head. Got a couple of few fei'i racks about to come. Big, beautiful fei'is. My moringa here. Well, I mean not moringa. Moringa. Marang. This beautiful thing. Good branching already. That's so cool. But that's because, you know, I did the tie and bend on it. And there's a good chance that there's going to be a sprout coming up from down here at some point. But I'm really seeing this in orchards, people. You got to bend your trees right when they're young in that seedling stage, first couple of years, because if you don't, you won't be able to get up them very easily. It would make them just dangerous and not inviting for humans to crawl around in. And of course, everybody's got mixed feelings about that. Some people think you should stay out of the trees, but you know, like whatever. We're monkeys, man. So we want to climb a tree for fruit. I think it's in our nature. This is a Spanish tamarind, kind of like a fig-like fruit that has a tamarind flavor, but it's not as sour. Really good. Very excited to see that it's liking it here. Yeah, and seeing this marang here is really throwing a whole bunch of base growth, right? I got a big like double twist on this thing on the first shoot, and now look at this action here. You got that branch coming up, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 heads trying to come up. What is going to happen here? Because, you know, marang will get so big, so just unaccessible. Like the fruit will be way up there and way out on the ends of the branches, and so just forget about it. But this seems to be the way to go. Oh, look at that! Even that one's going up. 2 are going up. Oh, this is going to be really interesting to see what this does. So yeah, this is the way. You know, keep following what we got going on here and see how this develops, because I think we're onto something. Star fruits are in between. Some of the jackfruit, like that guy, I'm gonna bend over soon. But we gotta take this SOB down. Look at that thing, it's directly over me. And then we got a big hanger off of there. It's probably 500 pounds of waiting to kill somebody, but we can't do anything about it yet. It got all loaded with flowers and bent itself in the wind. So this stuff's coming up here soon. More money out of pocket and more blood and sweat and cheers. Anyway, we're doing pretty good here, and I hope everybody else is out there, and you know, aloha.